Why I never eat pizza crusts. Whenever I eat pizza, I never eat the crusts. Sometimes someone I'm eating it with will ask me why. I always answer by saying I just don't like them or something along those lines. That's a lie that I tell because I don't want to tell this story every time someone asks. The truth is, I don't mind the taste of pizza crusts. They're actually quite good. However, I still hate eating them. I had a dog named Carter once. There were a couple other dogs in my house, but he was my favorite, and I was his. He'd always sit with me on the couch instead of anyone else, and he'd always be the first one to greet me when I got home. I was special to him, and he was just as special to me. I ate pizza a lot as a kid. Frozen pizzas were an easy meal for me and I liked them, so they were one of my most common meal choices. I wasn't a fan of eating pizza crusts at the time. The ones on the frozen pizzas I liked were always too crunchy for me, so I fed them to Carter. He always seemed delighted to eat them. Whenever I put a pizza in the oven, he knew he was going to have his favorite snack soon. Over the years, I ate pizza many times. Every time, I'd share my pizza crusts with Carter. It became our little tradition and I got used to that. Whenever I ate pizza, the crusts weren't mine to eat, they were his. One Friday afternoon, I was still at school. It was around lunchtime when I got a call. It was from my mom. She called to tell me that Carter was going to die today. I didn't believe it. There were no signs of illness or anything, so it didn't make sense. She asked me if I wanted her to ask the vet to wait until I got home to euthanize him, and I said no. I didn't want to watch my best buddy die. I cried my heart out in a corner after I got off the phone. Someone asked me what was wrong, and I replied by saying my home isn't going to be as lively as it used to be anymore. After crying, I called my mom. I asked her if Carter was still alive, and she said the vet was running late, so he wasn't dead yet. I asked her if she could ask the vet to wait until I got home to do it, so I could be with Carter in his final moments. She said of course. I got home and she was holding him. He was bobbing his head up and down because he was really high on painkillers. I made the morbid joke that he was headbanging to some sick music. An attempt to make light of the grim situation. I held him in my arms, his fur was falling out and it caused me to get rashes on my arms because I'm allergic to his fur, but I didn't care. I just wanted to hold him. It started to feel like my arms were boiling, but that pain was nothing compared to the pain of letting go, so I held on for as long as I could get away with. The vet arrived and I handed Carter back to my mom. His time was up, the Grim Reaper was here. The vet gave Carter a shot to put him to sleep, waited some time, then gave him one more shot to make sure he never woke up. He left us with the corpse for a bit to let us mourn, then came back later to take his limp body away for cremation. After his death, I never stopped eating pizzas. I never eat the crusts either though, regardless of how good they may be. If I force myself, I could eat 1 or 2, maybe 3 on a good day, but it feels wrong. It always feels wrong because whenever I eat pizza, the crusts aren't mine to eat, they're his.